sense did that make? Not being a cult is everything that supports the white man. And anything that doesn't support him is a cult. I would go and add URE to that word. And anything that is not supporting him is a cult. But it is a cult. It is our culture. You feel me? And it is our occult science. That's a reality. Oh yeah, it is. Oh, it's occult. It's a cult, all right. It's occult. And it's our culture. And occult is our weaponry, voodoo, and magic against his ass, which is our occult science. So yes, we are occult. We were to use all weapons of the Netaru, and of nature, and all power in the universe against the white man. Yes, it's a cult. It's not Christianity. It is dark matter consciousness, the dark sciences, you feel me, of the melanated people. Dark magic, black magic, occult. Because what we do in our community for our people is going to be very, very magical. It's going to be nothing but black magic. Huh? So we can't let them desecrate what we're doing, and we can't look at what we're doing through their eyes, because to do that would be to be weak-minded. When you have a strong mind, you keep things in the perspective of the integrity of what you're building. 97% of us falling victim to gossip is a weak mind, because gossip has nothing to do with the integrity of what you set out to do. Because the people that you are gossiping with may or may not be there all the time. So what do the gossip and what you find out from gossip have to do with the integrity that you stand for? Unless you're standing for something that is dependent upon or codependent on what people are doing. And if it's codependent on what people are doing, you are not doing it at all. You are a victim of it. Do you hear what I'm saying? But if you are standing in it and it is your position and it reflects you, then it doesn't matter what people are thinking and doing. The gossip does not matter, because this is your position that you are taking. If it is not the position that you're taking, then you go ahead and panic. I guarantee you won't be here long, because you never took the position in the first place. If you are taking it and it is your position, gossip and all that shit don't mean nothing, because it's your position. Am I right? And if this is your position that you living in and living out of, what other people say and think really don't matter. Because you are resolved. You have decided and come to the conclusion that that's what you stand for and that's what you're about. Somebody else's flaws are not yours. So while we're spending time focusing on the flaws of others, those are moments that we need to be focusing on our strengths. Right in those moments. And other times where other people are focusing on the flaws of others, we need to make them focus on their and our strengths. Do I for 1 minute think that we're all flawless and we don't have no flaws in the eyes and the perspective of others? As long as people will exist, there will be the perception of flaws. So that's not something we got to worry about. You don't got to hear that to gossip. I can let you know, and according to your perspective, from what you have experienced and how you perceive reality, I definitely have flaws. You don't need to go. I'll tell you. Guaranteed. You ain't got to wait for gossip for that. Because we have an inclination to see the things that we don't agree with or that we're not clear about in others, or that are different from how we perceive reality, as flaws in other people. So we already are going to do that. We already can do that. That already exists. We can. That's nothing magic. Nothing's new about that. Nothing new about us finding the flaws in one another. That's an old game that we have been playing. What will be actually revolutionary and radical if we actually could see the positives and build strength from the positive perspectives. Now that would be different. But the flaws, the gossip, we can go on any block around 12 o'clock, standing in front of any liquor store, and we will hear the same types of conversations. Nothing revolutionary about that. We can go stand at the newsstand and pick up the newspaper, pick up some of them tabloid magazines and see all the conversation of flaws in the world. There's nothing radical about that. But the positives was enough from what they saw to get people to come up here. But their mind's so weak that they could not stay centered on the positives. So they let the other distractions distract them. The weak minds could not stay centered on the positives. So their mind runs off with the flaws. Wow. But they see the strength, experience the strength of what is happening from a distance. It's so positive, it's getting to you. But all those positives are forgotten. And the gossip becomes more important in the lectures. And if I say, how much gossip have you heard? And how many lectures have you watched? You definitely have heard more gossip. But you come to learn. You understand what I'm saying? Which one have you heard more in a day? More gossip or more lectures? The most devoted, vigilant black supremacists, which one have you heard more throughout a day about what King Noble is doing? Have you heard more people citing the principles of black supremacy or citing the gossip? And pointing out the flaws of the most perfected man in this day and time. Wow. Never been among a more perfect man in their life. And they point out the flaws. Show me someone greater standing next to me. Starting with yourself. Do you understand what I'm saying? Other than that, perfection. Perfection. Call me on the phone. What you doing up there? It's perfect. I'm experiencing this. I'm charged up. That's perfect what's going on up there. Come over here, hear a little gossip. Weak-minded. Depression. Go into a deep, fatalistic-ass depression. Your Noble did what? What's going on with Noble? Oh, my God. Fatalistic depression. That quick. It's weak-minded. Then go away. Watch another video. Wow. Come back up here. What happened? That's weak-minded. That is nothing else. That is not intellectually accurateness. That's not better methodology. That's not clear perception of what's going on. That's weak-mindedness. Why can't it be called out and seen for what it is? You love it, but you hate it. It's the strongest thing that you have ever seen, but you would see nothing but the weaknesses in it. But you admit it's the strongest shit I see. And are you going to outdo it? No. But that ain't shit. That's weak-minded. I don't fault people or judge people or condemn them or persecute them for being weak-minded. And that's why this deep sense of patience and compassion that I have for people where they can come back. Because I can't judge you for being weak. That really is not even a sin. Because you got to have a strong mind to sin. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because if you're not doing it, then you're not doing it. Do you hear what I'm saying? You got to be strong-minded to be offensive. If you're weak-minded, you're not even doing it. Something's operating through you. You need an exorcist, not condemnation or persecution. You need an exorcist from whatever spirit has took over your weak-ass mind that has you operating the way that you are. So this is a place to exercise white supremacy. Because our mind is so strong that this type of mind can exercise the demon that has took over weak-minded people on the white supremacist agenda. If they come close enough to this, that demon gonna have to leave. And if people have come to this because of what other people have thinks about this, and not because of the position that they stand in, they've never come to this at all. They never showed up here. Even they came here physically. They never came here. Their people's thoughts in them about what this is came as them. You understand what I'm saying? Physically, they never came here. They never even showed up. In order for them to show up, they have to show up with clarity about what their purpose is and what their position is in life and in black supremacy is. They would have to show up as that. And if they show up as that, there will be no distractions. There will be no lack of clarity. They will be clear all the way through what we're doing. Because it's their position. It's who they are. It's not just what we need as a people. People hide behind that. I'm doing this because this is what we need, and this is what we need as a people. Well, who are you? You're only going to operate all of the needs of others for so long. Unless who you are is naturally doing for the needs of others. But if it's not who you are, it's going to be temporary anyway. I'm just doing this to help. But what about when who are you when niggas don't need no more help? Then you must want to go ahead and kill yourself then. Unless you're somebody